Well, hello there and happy Friday. So I have a question for you. When was the last time that your child ate a fermented food or a cultured food? So by that I just mean yogurt, sauerkraut, or even pickles. And pickles that are in the refrigerated section, like at your market, not the pickles that are on the shelf, because those aren't actually a live food. This would be again in the refrigerated section, and it would say live probiotic food. So these are foods that have been around forever, and we now know that they can help with our gut health by increasing good bacteria and helping to fight off bad things that can get into our system and our kids' system. So, things like pathogens and viruses and all of these other things. So, I really want to encourage you guys to introduce your kids at an early age fermented and cultured foods. And I want you to explain to them that the food that they're eating can affect their behavior, their focus, how their body feels. And even, if they're not able to like sit still, so if they're in their Zoom meetings and they're not able to sit still or be present in the moment, that it could be something that they're eating. It could be a food that's triggering inflammation, and you can explain that to them. Like some inflammation we can see. So, if your child has any skin reactions, like eczema, anything like that, a rash, they can see that. But some inflammation we can't see. So, like brain inflammation, they might not be able to see it, but they can certainly feel it. So, just bringing that awareness to your child on how the food that they eat and bring into their body can help them and their ability to think. And like, how cool is that, right? Like, how cool is it that the food that we eat can help you think better? It can help you be able to be more in control of your actions. It can help your belly feel better. So, how cool is it that you have control over that? That's going to make them more empowered and feel more empowered. Because as you know now, if you follow me at all, it all starts in the gut. And so it's really amazing that when you start to see the changes in your child, and especially if they see those changes, that is just so cool, you guys. Like if they see the changes, that makes all the difference. They are so much more willing to change up their diet, maybe give up some of the foods that they were eating, like some of the sugary, overly processed foods, if they can start to feel that difference. Um, and what's even more cool, well, I don't want to say it's more cool than your kids feeling it, but what's really cool too is when you have other people telling you that they're seeing changes in your child. You can see the changes, but then when you have other people, about a year or so ago, we were around family members that we hadn't been around in a while. And they were just like, and particularly with our grandson, they were just like, whoa, like whatever you're doing is working. Like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but we can see a big difference in just overall behavior. And so, that is such a cool thing to hear. And it's also incentive to keep going, right? It's like you can see the differences, but then when other people can see them, and then when your kid can see it and feel it, it's like, whoa. So, action step for you this week is I would love for you to talk to your child about how the food that they're eating is affecting them physically, mentally, emotionally, like all that stuff. And if you think that they are too young for that, just explain to them in a way that they, like I said, if they can see a rash, or they can tell when they're sitting and they're able to be more focused and more present. Just kind of, help them to understand, and they understand. Like they definitely understand these things. So bring in one fermented food. I'm going to show you really quickly. Like this is a yogurt that I really love, and kids love it. It's a coconut yogurt, so I love it. It's non-dairy, it doesn't have any sugar, and it's full fat. And so They can add anything that they want to it, like berries. You can even add a little bit of maple syrup, you know, if you're just starting and they need a little bit of sweetener to it. But that's a really easy thing to bring in, and let them help you decide, you know, what do we want to bring in. So that is the action step for this week. And I hope that you guys have a fantastic weekend. It's super rainy here, so if it's raining where you are or if it's snowing, I know it's freezing in a lot of parts of the world right now. Stay warm and stay safe. All right, you guys, have a great, great weekend.